The Arcana. I finally understand. I go. For the Silver Sisters.
A little birdie told me you faced the sirens at the bottom of the sea. I know them and their entrancing song only too well. They must have grown bored of dooming sailors to the deep.
More coming. Enough.
The river Cocytus winds through endless misty passageways. The wailing souls within its languid waters, all denied their eternal rest.
Reminds me of home. Come. Beg pardon?
So, Ram somehow got hold of the Three Fates. That isn't good. Not sure what we can do about it, Em. At least now everybody on Olympus knows. I figured it was time. Got us a bit on edge, though we do hide it pretty well.
I've returned. Can't right now.
Everything I said about your weapon first we met. In my defense, ain't often I see workmanship superior to mine. Though don't go telling anyone I said as much.
The Forge of the Heavens. Olympus.
Old Hecate's your teacher, is that it? Known her since I was probably your age. Right proper dame. Been far too long since last we saw each other, come to think. What can you do? She hates everybody, I hate everybody.
on me. See you in the crossroads? I'm ready. So serene. If you'll permit me, Almighty Chaos, I wish you to have this gift of nectar, in accordance with my family's custom among relatives and friends. None of this would have been possible if not for you.
I shall grant you this wish and the freedom to bestow upon me further gifts as you see fit, for I have familiarity with this custom of yours, and am prepared to reciprocate.
Whatever this is, it's remarkable, truly.
When I created life, I had my doubts. Would it invite more problems than it solved? I would be curious to see. Thus my experiment continues to unfold, its outcome yet uncertain.
Almighty Chaos, with your experiment so vast in scope, what can one individual achieve? The quandary you mentioned when first we met. What would you have me do?
Spawn of Hades, I ought to clarify I do not care for idle talk. Ask me no questions. Respond only when prompted, or when necessary in the absolute. But above all, do as you will.
Primordial strength.
Return now whence you came.
That you, Arachne? Ashes. My incantation must have led me to this place. Together we shine, sister.
Forevermore.
Let us together shine this night, O moon.
I held to faith your task would not require you above, only below. But Hermes indicates the threat here on the surface now looms larger than we thought. Rise to us then, whenever time permits. Behold.
Vitality.
Deep in the endless woods of Erebus lie secret clearings, undiscoverable, but through supernatural means.
I knew we'd find this place. Oh? Greetings, little raven. Flew off. Splinter apart. What do we have in stock?
Well, well. Your bowman there has such an ugly job having to smuggle little blessings such as these into the worst of places. But we make it worth his while, don't you worry about that.
Protected. Lord Charon, Moros returned. He's joined us at the crossroads. Now we've no fewer than 3 mighty sons of Nyx within our ranks. Granted, one's always fast asleep. Forgive me, I must not have understood. Hypnosis of greater use this way. Be safe, Lord Charon.
There you are. There's not much glory in confronting adversaries one-to-one. I myself invoke shades of the dead to alter the odds. Some may well favor you instead.
Perhaps if I brought with me a legion of animal familiars next time, Headmistress? Not that any beast would bear its fangs at you.
You jest, yet a familiar may be of considerable benefit given all that you have to do. A possibility to think upon once you are rid of me. Cross flames burn! Do bring an animal familiar along next time, if but to keep things livelier for me. We have the means to keep them safe, even in scuffles such as these.
Faith of familiar spirits. They should work on Phrynos, or perhaps... Victory. Kronos.
Granddaughter, which rock did you crawl out from under, My forces, they are terribly confused. They have no idea where you live. So I thought I would attempt asking you nicely here.
I live in your nightmares, Titan. I thrive on them. I'll see you dead, and then destroyed. However long it takes.
However long it takes. You speak of inevitability, little one. A subject on which I happen to be the expert. As to whomever sent you after me, I shall find them.
We'll see. Done there. That singing. All that metal holds the very sea at bay. Water spouts activated. This'll be over soon. Here goes. Let's begin. Satisfactory.
Trudge across the border in between my brother's realms. Though if it's any consolation, those aquatic monstrosities you face are in for a real shock.
Lightning from on high. Enchanted for the night. You again. Zeus, take you. What a monster. In the name of Hades. Greater strength. Not now. Nemesis.
Well, well. Missed all the fun. At least you won't have to get your hands dirty this time.
Nemesis, what are you doing here? Who's standing watch at the crossroads?
They'll manage. I'm on break. Tell Hecate you saw me, you'll regret it. And you're welcome here and safe, seeing as I cleared the path for you.
I don't need your aid in this, other than the responsibilities you've already been assigned.
Really? Look like you could use all the aid you can get. Here's something for your trouble. Then I suggest you move along.
She knocked me out.
Something.
Getting warmer. Let me show you the way. Show's about to start. Still practicing, are we?
You're not really an agent, are you, lady? Just pulling our pins, trying to get our hopes up, only to dash them against the rocks. How low can you sink?
Get your hopes up. Listen to me. I seek Kronos, not you. Perhaps you shall be hunted by some other agent, though.
You better believe it, gals. Even this lady knows a rising star when she sees one, when she hears one. And she's gonna put in a good word for us, won't she? Hit it, gals!
need her. The Siren's ready room. Maybe I should switch. Come on, Mel. So many mortal lives left unfulfilled. No need to engage. Now for what's mine. Show me the way.
The path of stars.
Life could get going now. The bow. Mourners. Olympus, I accept this message. Look upon me. Be free. In the name of Hades. Very well. Huh. Closer and closer to Cerberus. Closer to Cerberus. Cerberus. You know him. Massive triple-headed monster elsewhere in these fields. He's not supposed to be here, and it's made him very angry, poor dog. Angry, poor dog. Angry, poor dog. Poor dog. Poor dog. I won't forget this, Echo. They won't budge. Not a chance. This corruption. Hear me, on my authority. Two down. There's the bow. Good. Mourners. I think not. That should have done it. Olympus, I accept this message. Ash for my arcana. May moonlight guide us. What is it you think you're guarding,
fierce and world-shaking clash, the dreadful Cerberus recovers his true form.
You're free again, for now. Oh. You there? You're from Elysium. I'll leave you to it then. Made it. The old service hall.
Legions loyal to the Titan of Time yet guard the underworld's major passageways, but remain unaware of certain secret methods of descending deep into the realm.
Secrets of the unseen. Unseen. Kronos awaits. This must be how the chambers rearrange. Just a few chambers to the house.
Did you perhaps forget something when last you interfered?
Enough of this. Cerberus!
It's you.
When Kronos took our family and the house, and you bade the Witch of the Crossroads take me, I remember it somehow, or dreamt of it. Did he demand you tell him of the fates?
How could you possibly? He did. Perhaps the fates themselves permitted you that bit of insight. He did his worst to discover where they hide, though would have failed, even if I did possess the knowledge that he sought.
Wait, you never told Kronos how to find the fates? Then how did he? Because he's captured them. Not long ago, perhaps, but nonetheless, I'm certain of it.
If this is true, well then my father's plan for conquest is much closer to fruition than I thought. I do not know how he could find the fates, but if they can do nothing against him now? Daughter, what chance do you have?
We've every chance in the world.
That I can spare.
The resting hound of hell makes plain he wishes not to be disturbed. All bound in chains of hardest adamant, the erstwhile lord and master of the dead now is a prisoner within the realm the fates themselves decreed was his by right.
I'm sorry, Father. Let's not stay any longer than I must. Here in all the clamor, Lord. In the name of Hades. I need this. Moonlight, guide us. Styx, take me.
Do not presume to test my patience here. The course of history is mine to shape, yet you continue vexing me, as though you wish to do so in my stead. Fine, what shall it be? Shall I just go ahead and cede my rightful throne?
You don't set the course of history. Your time. You're just the paving stones we cross along our way. More than getting back at the gods, you're getting back at the fates, who know your rightful place in all of this.
I do in fact take issue with the fates, though they ought to be none of your concern or anyone's. Imagine being free to make your own decisions now, only to long for the weight of their yoke upon your back. How pathetic.
Curse you, Father.
Come, legions of the Golden Age. Infuriating, no? You possess some of your father's strength. Or rather, mine. This ends now. My patience has its limits. Does it not? Your time is up. But I thought none could resist the ravages of time. But you, how?
You'll get no answers from me, and no mercy either. Now die already, and I'll collect the ichor from your veins, or whatever flows through them.
What is death to the deathless? A mere nuisance. This house is mine. Once I am gone, you shall be cast away.
I expect so. And you'll be remade and back on the throne before I can return. But I shall return, and I'll slay you again and again and again if I must.
Even if, in so doing, it meant that you would never see your dear old family again? Because the mercy I have shown to them thus far is something I may have to reevaluate.
Our family. And what do I care? I don't even know them. But I do know you will be dead here in another moment. Any last words?
For you, my girl. A mere reminder. Nothing more. Time cannot be stopped.
Suffer in darkness. Nothing but sand. The remains of time. Should have a look around. Let me show you the way. Rest easy now.
Thus did Melinoe, the Underworld's vengeful daughter, cross the deepest reaches of her realm to thwart her ancient, hateful foe. The Titan Kronos. Time itself, and time supposedly cannot be stopped. A claim the princess has her reasons to dispute. Hers is a tale that shall withstand time, yet it requires time as well. For now, a cruelly abrupt end shall have to do.
Ow! Return to Shadow now. What just happened? Can you believe it, little one? I did it. I got him. What now? Our family. Kronos threatened that you'd never see your family again, the wretch. Well, here they are. No closer than before. Oh, hello.
I know my brother trusts you more than most. How far were you able to go last night, Princess? You were gone for some time. I sensed the growing fear and excitement in the air, even heard some of the rumblings.
If the rumblings were that I reached the depths of Tartarus, broke into my father's stolen house, confronted Kronos there and outfought him, then you heard correctly. Hardly a final victory, but still.
I would object to anyone but you diminishing such a victory. Is this not a vitally important component of the task you've been entrusted to complete?
Well, yes it is, but...
Then congratulations, and may the fates avail your next move.
Melinoe? You're back. Now tell me everything. You found your mark. What then?
I reached the edge of Tartarus and made my way into the house, just as we planned. Kronos was there, on my father's throne. We clashed. He lost. But I know he isn't gone, and I was unable to linger there for long.
Truly. And you retrieved something from him, I see. We were never going to destroy him with brute force alone, but soon enough, he may yet be undone entirely. Until then, study him. And I shall study what you found.
By study him, you mean find him again and fight him? Weaken him? Distract him?
Precisely that. Oh, by the way, something awaits you in the training grounds. You proved beyond a doubt that you're prepared.
Thank you, Headmistress. Fresh from the pot. The incantation that Headmistress taught to me. The wards for my protection I dispel, for I am ready now for heaven as for hell.
You have it.
Kataski on Oski.
'Tis done.
Oskion Katoski.
There.
Domnoski Traxon. So mote it be. Fair trade.
You got there. Come here to gloat, I bet. I beat him. I beat the Titan. Well, hardly matters. He's still alive, you realize, don't you?
I wasn't coming here to gloat, and yes, I realize. But this is still a step. If I could vanquish Kronos once, I can do it again. And one of these nights, he's not going to come back.
Yeah, because one of these nights I'll get my hands on him myself.
Then you can do the gloating, right? Odds on assignment, huh? Take all the time you need.
The embodiment of sleep dozes interminably in a private little grove, visited on occasion by the princess of the underworld, whenever she requires time to think and plan.
Or just to check on him. Headmistress raised you well. To further victories. It can't be. That's the Oath of the Unseen. Think I can raise my grasp. Remnants of the past. Ready. The onion.
See anything that wasn't here before, young one? Your eyes do not deceive. Near the gateways out of here, you'll find none other than the Oath of the Unseen, I think it's called. Ask me not whence it came. Instead, ask just how tough you really are.
I earned the right to look upon the oath, the testaments of night. Do I dare speak the vows, and thereby spread the fear that darkness brings?
Come on, what are you, scared? Those nocturnal arms you got, they're probably gonna love that fear and testament type stuff. I say give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen?
All mortal kind condemned to never-ending torment and despair?
It's gonna be fine.
You found your way here from the fields.
The rank and file of the crossroads swell with shades who once were lost, but now have joined in our Princess Melinoe's most righteous cause.
Welcome to the ranks of the unseen.
That stick has got some heft.
In shadow I serve, to shadow I return. To the surface. I will not fail.
What are you doing on the surface, young lady? How will you survive? Surely you know your line is bound beneath the earth. Your strength is better spent against our foes down there.
Better. What? Through all that.
As the ill-fated princess feels her life force fade with every breath of surface air, her sole recourse is to return from whence she came.
What? Out. Sister Selene.
You are not meant to be here, little star. Your cursed blood shall fight your every step. Yet Nyx herself would understand the struggle that you face. She too once thwarted what the fates foretold. The choice is yours. Dark side.
This isn't working. A bat cage, but no sign of any bats. Nice shot. Return to Shadow now.
No. I swore to protect you.
Just a moment. You traveled to the surface, knowing full well the fates decided long ago that those of your line could not survive there and would always be forced back to the underworld.
Their curse was palpable. I never intended to stay for long, just long enough to lend my relatives support. But it seems your sisters insist that I do no such thing.
Well, I don't see them around right now, do you? Incidentally, there was once an incantation that I happened upon, which was not intended for my eyes. But I now choose to think that it was intended for yours.
Farewell.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I couldn't breathe. The way you can breathe out of water, so too could I breathe the surface air.
Hey. Not gonna lie, Mel, sometimes I wish I had a big important task. And not that floating isn't one.
You know my stance on this, Dora. You need to get out of this tent. You're very talented. I've never met a shade that speaks like you.
Ooh, I can talk. Makes me so special. I'm sure any lowly shade could do it after being stuck here listening to you people long enough.
I'm glad you did.
Some spirits of the dead forever wander aimlessly, whilst others, lacking even so much will, merely linger in a single place.
Dora does need to get out more often.
Not happening.
The fates would have me do their bidding. Thank you for visiting me last night, Lord Moros. So, hypothetically, if I were to complete a certain incantation that somehow loosened the grip the three fates have on my birthright, How angry would they be?
Please understand, Princess, that I am not at liberty to give advice on matters such as that, not even hypothetically. I trust I've been sufficiently direct in putting it this way?
In other words, we shouldn't be talking about this at all, and I assume all risk for my actions related to any potentially forbidden incantations that I've learned.
Yes, that covers it.
You all right? You visited the surface. I can't imagine that played out particularly well. At least you made it back at all.
It was draining. Even at night, something about being under the stars, I didn't know there were so many. It was more than I could take. You were right.
A lesson learned and an experience gained. The fates themselves do not want you up there. What shall you do?
I have an incantation to complete. I don't need to stay forever on the surface. I just need to hold on long enough to make it to Olympus.
Ah, then you seek to improve this aspect of yourself without rejecting it outright. I see how that may work.
It has to. Can I suppress my illness on the surface? Moon dust now in stock. Farewell. Thank you for having faith in me.
The Good Witch always figured you would make your way up to the mortal realm. Once you were ready and the situation called for it. Well done.
She warded the pathway there, until such time as I had the means to pass through. The climate on the surface is another matter.
Your underworld birthright stuff getting in the way? A curse, not just a blessing, it would seem. Well, if your witchery got you this far, surely it can aid with this predicament.
That's the plan. You're a good girl. Lord Hypnos, when I was in Tartarus, I found some seeds, which grew into poppies, like the ones that line your bedding there. What if I used them with... I just had an idea. I promise to be careful. A means to wake Lord Hypnos, possibly. You'll grow up in no time. What was forgotten shall be feared again.
Get over here, young one, right now! You're brave to venture through that previously warded gateway, but come on! You underworld types aren't cut out for surface life. Unless perchance there is an incantation that could help.
I think there is, Commander. Except, it calls for reagents that can only be found up there. But how am I supposed to gather them before the incantation is complete?
Mayhaps just make a run for it, I don't know. So what if you can't stay long? Just grab what you need and get out of there.
It's not ideal, but... Below the path to Tartarus. Above the way to Olympus.
A secret monument to night. etched with her will and testament, looms tall within the training grounds, revealing its nature only to the worthy.
I'm in the inner circle now.